Alright guys, so as we ramp up into the holiday season, I managed to get a pretty good deal on this. I picked up my Titan for 50 United States dollars. They are available on Amazon. I got mine at Target as part of their 2 for 3 deal, which is how I got it that low. And I thought that at that price, I actually was willing to accept a potentially subpar blaster in order to get my hands on the drum, which I am very excited about. And of course, Hasbro's very excited about it as well. They're advertising fully motorized 50 dart drum. They're very serious about this blaster. They are also serious about encouraging you to use only official Nerf darts. If you're an enthusiast or you watch my channel, first off, it mean the world to me if you subscribed and hit that bell so that you could catch every video. I'm dropping a video every single day in December, but also just be an informed consumer and do not use only official Nerf darts. While Hasbro definitely wants to make that buck, not only are knockoff darts superior to the genuine darts in pretty much every way, they're also a significant degree less expensive and packaged more sustainably. So no matter what you care about, whatever your values are, they are just strictly superior. Now, this comes with a shoulder strap because it's way too large for children. I do not recommend this for Nerfers with single-digit ages. It is fully motorized. It is full auto. We've got the 50 dart drum, which is the most exciting thing, and then we're actually wicking away some of our current to do the spinning barrel gimmick, which again, if you're buying something like this, I'm not actually going to hold it against the Titan. You want the spinning barrel gimmick because you want to be the juggernaut. You want that kind of extra element of play. So I think that that is, in its own way, while not my competitive styling, actually pretty sweet. So let's take this out of its package and show you just how large and in charge it thinks it is. All right, guys, so let's provoke it into compliance here. Looks like it should slide out pretty easily. Now, you're going to need 4 D batteries, which are rather pricey in addition to the cost of the blaster itself. And I do just want to gently touch on the fact that since it's only 4, that means that its voltage is only 6, which means that since it's firing elite darts, unless there's something very efficient happening in its cage geometry, this guy is going to have slightly less performance because it's pulling that current to do its spinning barrel gimmick. So included in the package is the blaster itself, the 50 round drum, 50 elite Nerf darts, and the blaster strap, or the bandolier. Hasbro has always delivered pretty cheap bandoliers. That said, if you're not crazy tactical, if you're not using this for humans versus zombies, these are absolutely fine for shoulder straps. They seem to be just like basic nylon straps with pretty cheesy buckles on them, but they don't do a bad job. We will not be talking about it or using it in this review because as closer to the target demographic than, say, an actual ages 7 child, this is very easy for us to handle, so we're not going to need the shoulder strap, and I think that it shows better on YouTube without it. Now, for a fun montage of loading an entire 50 dart drum. We have wanted this since the Stampede teased it. Let's go! Alright guys, so it was a little bit of a chore to load up a 50 round drum. If you guys remember back in the golden age, loading up a 35 round Raider drum, this is 15 more, and it's actually, you can definitely tell there's far more spring tension in here to make this functional. I like that they added a little protective cage to it because it's probably the most valuable part of this package, and you definitely don't want to lose it. But compatible with pretty much any other blaster, I think that that's really sweet. There are obviously going to be some hiccups just because of how large it is, but I think that throwing this in a Hyperfire would be sweet. I think that throwing it in a Stampede would be sweet. Let's go ahead and put it where it was designed to go. Oh, wow. Hasbro. Did you not think about this? Did you not think about what a double drum under a law... I'm sure my good buddy Coop has already made the very juvenile jokes about this, but like this seems like serious design error that you guys didn't think about what this would look like put together. Wow. All right, so before we take this outside and we put it over the chronograph, I don't think it's maneuverable enough in the studio to get a real good ergo feel for it. I did just want to point out there's one piece of like plastic on this covering the only paint on the blaster. For a $100 product that's supposed to pitch as kind of a premium Gatling gun, you'd think that Hasbro could actually splurge to paint more than just the one white Nerf logo on the side. But at the same time, with a blaster that looks exactly like this thing, I do want to applaud Hasbro. You should definitely use protection. So let's take it outside. Jinx, you can't handle this. This is too much. All right, so Jinx's curiosity aside, we did bring the Titan out, and it's quite a lot. Like, it's definitely pretty serious in terms of its overall weight. The front isn't very heavy, but with this drum in it, it is seriously heavy, and the batteries do it no favors. It becomes a pretty girthy blaster, to borrow Kowski's favorite adjective. So revving is controlled with this switch here, and starts the spinning of both the flywheels as well as the main kind of cylinder here. I'm looking to see if there's any sort of jam door on here, and I'm just not finding one, which seems, there we go. It's very recessed, it's very clean. So this is our jam door, lets you see inside there. Looks to be a pretty standard flywheel kind of styling and cage, so let's go ahead and put a couple over the chronograph. Hopefully Jinx doesn't dig up my yard. Now, there is a safety button here. It's very flimsy, you guys can see, but it's going to protect your firing button a la actual machine gun. Jinx, you're killing me. You're killing me, girl. All right, there we go. So those are in the 50s. That's not quite good. Duplicate 51. 65, 74, 70, 73, 73, 71, 67, 52, 70. So I think I know what's going on there. Like I said, less current means less power to these motors, and certainly less torque to spin them up after each subsequent shot. So the act of throwing a dart through the flywheel slows those flywheels down. That's how energy transfer works. It's not created or destroyed. There's your physics 101 lesson. So it's imparted onto the dart and slows those wheels down, and they have to pull more energy out of the chemical potential energy and turn it into kinetics. So if your rate of fire is such that you don't give those wheels full time to spin up, you're going to go from standard elite performance, which is what this is capable of delivering, into sub-elite performance because those wheels are not fully spun up. So let's put a few downrange. We'll do our best Rambo here, really get it out in front, thrust powerfully forward. Hasbro, why'd you design it this way? All right. And I'm pretty comfortable saying that while I'm sure this will have fans with no turret adapter, a la Vulcan, this is relegated to a low performance kind of blaster. I mean, it's not doing anything special, it's not hitting hard, and it has lower rate of fire than both modern rival offerings and the Hyperfire, which is a very compact, actually ergonomically solid blaster. Like, I hate to do this because everybody always wants to, not everybody, a vocal minority wants to disagree when I say things like the Prometheus is overpriced and poor, but this is not good blaster design. This is a prop, a gimmick. It would be great for your heavy Mandalorian cosplay, but other than that, like, this is not a practical blaster. It's not war practical. You would not want to run with this in any capacity, and its rate of fire does not complement its overall onboard capacity. You would think something like this would be an actual machine gun. Like, you want something that goes brrrr, but it does not. It fires a very gentle, maybe three darts a second. Realistically, probably about two and change. This is not a serious performance machine gun, nor is it a mountable machine gun. It's just a heavy blaster with a lot of extra plastic for the sake of being a $100 blaster with a lot of extra plastic. And they're taking up a lot of space on shelves this holiday season, so I'm sure that they'll sell out as we get closer and closer to the Christmas season, but as a viewer of my channel, my first loyalty is to you, and it's my responsibility to tell you, pick this up on sale. if you really want one, maybe if this video gets to 1,000 likes, I will do a live modification on Twitch of this blaster. But if we don't get 1,000 likes on the review, I see no reason to do that. The main draw here is the admittedly difficult to remove Super Drum, and I am looking forward to putting this thing through its paces in some of my more serious performance blasters, which if you're interested, you can check out on the channel in the related videos. I would very much appreciate your subscription and bell smashing. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm uploading a video every single day in December. Same Drac time, same Drac place. Much love, Nerf on Drac out.